topic is going to be about building a team, creating a team, what you learned from building a team, all the insights that you have from it.
So if you don't know, CollegeHive, when we first came out, the very first month that CollegeHive launched, we already had a team of 10 interns. And as we were going into our second semester, we racked up a team of 25 additional campus ambassadors. And, you know, when I'm in the real world and I'm looking at other people's management styles, I understand that it's not an easy thing to be. You know, while other people can joke around on managers and not really be empathetic to them, I feel like I understand that it's not the easiest thing. But for us, it seemed to have been fairly easy. So I guess we just wanted to talk about how we built that team and the fact that it was built on a strong idea of what our culture is. And that really spanned through every member of our team. So I guess I'll start with a story. When I was at Hampton University, me and my friends had our own social media marketing business. And at one point, we had up to 50 members. So we had done like 100 interviews. We narrowed it down to 50 members. And me and my friends, we were kind of like the managers of these individual subset teams. And, you know, it was just, we were really organized and it actually worked out really well. And what I realized from that experience is that though it might have been me or my friends and I's idea, there's no way that we would have been able to accomplish what we did without a team, because everyone brings something interesting to the table. Even the people who barely made it onto the team are valuable because they have insight, they have perspective. Everyone has something to bring to the table. So I felt like we needed a team because we needed students who were actually on campus to tell us what they liked about the app, what they didn't, what was going on, how people were responding to it. We needed those, I used to call them soldiers in the field, to go out. We come with, you know, the contraband, and we need those people to actually go out in the field and then give us that feedback.
And that's what was great. That's why I almost wanted to say that and honestly, I totally agree, because I was almost going to say in the beginning that we didn't really need a team, and that was because we really didn't have an MVP.
And that's why,
exactly, which supports your theory of why we needed a team. And that's what we got from it. You know, we were giving our team, interns and ambassadors, experience, and they were giving us insights. And that was the exchange. And that's what helped us create the MVP that we have now. And that's what helped us really gain insight into, you know, what this platform should be.
I remember when we first put out the CollegeHive app, one of our interns, Ayana, said that there's a chat for your graduating class, you know, on campus. Like they're in a group chat for their graduating class. And when I was in college, it was only, 4 years ago? Coming up to the 4-year mark, not even 4 full years ago. It was only 4 years ago that I was there. Group chat existed back then. We never had a group chat for our graduating class. So it's just the fact that she's there, you know, and the fact that she's tapped in to what's going on now. Then we iterated that into the app. We made that iteration and we put that feature in there, and it's actually a huge feature.
It is.
So I feel like we would not have made our MVP if we did not have that team. But I feel like that now that you mention it, it might be counterintuitive, because a lot of people think that there's no point of having a team until you build your MVP. Whereas we have somewhat proven that the best way to build your MVP is to get a team of actual users. And even when you don't have money, it's about seeing what other value can you bring. Money is just a form of value. So if you don't have the money, bring the experience, bring the connections if you're not good at creating a certain experience.
Right.
You bring your connection, bring your Rolodex, bring your cat.
Apparently. I agree, but in the beginning, this is the thing. This is why I said that we shouldn't have. And it's only in reference to the reason why we were building a team. I would honestly say my intentions in building a team was to get the app out, not for insights. What we really got, the main focus or the main point, the most value that we got was actually the insights.
Right.
I believe, at least in my mindset, we had the team to get it out there instead of getting insights. And I think that's why I was coming from the perspective of we didn't really need a team. But
they're both.
They're both. We definitely needed a team.
Yeah, because
we definitely did. But I just kind of had the thought, what I really meant was we don't need a team to get downloads or to get users. We needed a team to build the MVP. And that's what happened, regardless of our intention.
Well, we did need them to get downloads as well.
Well, yes, and that was the intention. But the result that we got from it
was their opinions and their feedback.
Exactly. And that helped us.
Their suggestions.
Yes, tremendously.
Exactly.
And that's how we're going to be moving forward here on, because it was interesting when we started the team. Imagine there was a lot of structure with the interns, a lot of structure, and then leading on to the end of their internship, it got less structure because we kept pivoting, and then we pivoted to the ambassadors with even less structure. And it's because, what did we learn? I mean, you really can't, with college students, you just can't force anything.
Yeah. We just learned so much about their lifestyle.
Yes.
And they were excited about the app because they thought it was a cool idea. They knew exactly where we were. They knew we weren't like this big corporation. They just actually valued the idea. They believed in it. And also they believed in the experience of the picture we were painting.
And I think the number one thing was us. Well, that's one and two. Yeah. It was definitely us. We are, exciting, passionate, and we're just thrilled about what the fuck we're doing.
So how did we grow that team? That's a good question.
Through social media.
Yeah.
And she, of course, went to Hampton, so that was easy. It was easy to get.
But we only had 3 people, 4 people, 5 people from there.
That's true.
Out of our team of
right, because we had students
30,
from
35.
Florida.
Yeah.
We had students from Georgia. We had students from Texas. Yeah.
We had students all over.
Yeah. It was really great.
So essentially what we do is every single day we had a quota of reaching out to, 30 people a day?
Yes.
So we reached out to 30 people a day for 2 months straight. And the people who responded, the people who were interested, we got on a FaceTime call with them or a Google Hangout. We vibed with them.
Yeah.
And they were just down.
Yeah.
We didn't pay them anything. They were just down. They just liked us. They were just open-minded students, which is what we were looking for. Gary would love this story because it's true. Crazy. We were doing it before he even mentioned it.
That's crazy. In fact, we realized after we did it, after we were doing it, then he started saying it. Or, at least that's how it linearly unfolded.
Right.
And we were like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, we were kind of worried. We were like, Gary, don't tell our secrets.
Exactly.
This is only working because we're the only ones hitting people up in their Instagram DMs.
And it's interesting. That's what he's saying. It's like marketing will ruin everything.
Yeah, because he said Instagram DMs is like the new email. Where it's we open every single one. It's true.
Right.
So it worked for us, and we painted this whole picture of the fact that we were focusing on diversity, not just diversity in gender or diversity in race, but diversity in thought.
Absolutely.
So we had, people of every demographic.
Exactly. And that's what we wanted to do.
And that's what we focused on. We specifically reached out to people who we thought were going to be open-minded and we're going to bring an interesting perspective to our team.
Exactly.
And it ended up being a really cool experience, because what we ended up having were these cohorts of like 5 users at a time. Every week we were onboarding 5 new people. And they were all in this Google Hangout together for a period of 3 days. Every night they were in a Google Hangout together where we got to know each other, we got to talk, we got to explore the app. And it was a really cool experience. Like, if I was a college student and I was a part of this thing, and every night, you know, there was a Google Hangout in which I was meeting people from these different campuses and hearing these different opinions and these different walks of life, that's a valuable and interesting experience. And even though we didn't have like money to pay them hourly for their work, we gave them an interesting experience, and I think that's what. And even they got
to collaborate with other students on an idea, collectively get to create this idea, because it's always improving, it's always changing, and you know, they definitely contributed to CollegeHive as a whole in creating the app.
Right. And it's also interesting how it's like, when you think about the team, a lot of people were really great and really beneficial, and a lot of the people who got us the most downloads were the people who we would least expect.
Absolutely. So don't sleep on anyone.
Yeah, there's no way to look at someone's Instagram profile and think that you know how much they can contribute. A lot of the people with the most followers didn't get us any downloads. Didn't, you know, so it's really more about the individual than about trying to prepare yourself for what they can offer you, because you really don't know how people are tapped in different ways.
Exactly.
So
you don't know what type of insights they have, and I think that's what's interesting, and that's what CollegeHive is going to do. Its main point is to bring out that expert, that insight out of everyone.
Exactly.
To contribute to the entire collective of their university or their group chat or whatever community that they're in.
And I think that us having our campus ambassador program showed us a glimpse of that. The fact that deep down they do want to work together.
Right.
And they do want to make this one thing, it could be anything. It could be the world, it could be their state, it could be their university. In this example, it's the app. They want to make this one thing better, and they want to work together. Because these college students, they're not stupid. They know the state of the union.
Right.
You know, they know about what's going on, and they want to change. And all they need is the system in place to work together towards common goals, and that's what we're providing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got anything else for the people?
No. What's the main takeaway? What's the main takeaway from building a team, creating a team? Any insight? What's the main takeaway for you?
The main takeaway for me would be, as the coder or the inventor or the founder or whatever you are, whatever I was, the main takeaway is, no matter how brilliant you are, this is only one brain, one walk of life, one school of thought.
Right.
Even if you're the most dynamic person, you're dynamically compartmentalized inside of your own body.
Exactly.
So even if there are people who you may think, you know, there's no way that this person can give as much value as I can give alone, it's not true, because by definition, just the fact that they're another human being, they have a different way of thinking. And they may say something, it might not even be a suggestion of a particular feature that you can put in the app, but it might inspire a thought of what you can put into your project. So just the idea of working with so many different people at the beginning of your project is invaluable, because you're getting all of these different insights, and you're able to use them all, maybe not as advice, but as inspiration.
Right.
What about you? What's the main takeaway?
Main takeaway? There's a lot, actually. Don't be so set on your idea of what it's supposed to be. Definitely let it unfold and kind of discover the value that you're getting. Because again, I came in with the mindset, okay, we need to get downloads, but really what we got was insight, or that's the main thing. And yes, we did get downloads, of course, but the big takeaway was insights, and being able to pivot from that and understanding, okay, this is like the main point and the main value that we actually got, because then I'm able to just be flexible. And that's how we were with our team. We were really flexible. We were really able to adapt to our college students. And, you know, anytime we felt resistance or we felt like we were putting on a lot of pressure with the team, you know, what I learned was then something's wrong.
Exactly.
Something's like if there's any type of resistance, something's wrong. If you're forcing something to go into play, like there's something wrong. It shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be hard.
They should naturally want to share whatever it is that you have. And if they don't naturally want to share it,
then we change.
Then we change. We don't try to make them change.
Exactly.
We change.
Absolutely. And that's like in life.
That's
right?
in life.
That's in life in general. Like, it's not about, you know, your circumstance. Like, if you change your circumstance will change. And it's in relationship to a team. You know, we don't need to try to make a team conform. It's about how do we change ourselves, how do we create the contextual environment that they're in to make this easier.
Especially when your team is your customers.
Absolutely.
It's like there's no point of trying to change the way that our team is acting if our team is our users.
And that's why they were there for insights. That's the main thing that we got. And that's how we're going to continue getting value from our team, is through insights. That's what we really learned.
Yeah.
They are, you know, we take care of them, and we get research and insight.
Exactly.
And we keep studying, and we keep studying.
Everything's worth it.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
So I guess in a nutshell, that.
Right. All right, so we will be talking to you guys again soon.
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Next time we'll be on the West Coast.
Hey. All right, peace.